Here's how I build cabinet doors using simple tools that you might have in your garage: a circular saw, a miter saw, a router, and some clamps. First, I'm cutting the center panels for the doors with about 1/4 of an inch on every side to be inserted into the door edges. And then next up, I am using 1x3" boards, and I am marking the 45-degree cuts for the stiles and rails. It's a lot easier to do this now before routing the edge profiles. I'm marking the endpoints of each of the 45-degree cuts and then drawing the line with a speed square. Next up, I'll router the edge profiles onto both sides of the boards. This method preserves the lines I marked in the previous step so that I can miter the boards after this. I make about 2 to 3 passes, sneaking up on the final depth to make sure I get a nice and smooth finish. And then I use a miter saw to cut the 45-degree cuts, sneaking up on the cut each time. Every time I adjust the miter saw, I use my speed square to check that the angle is right and make sure that I have a nice 90-degree miter. I also found that my lawnmower worked great to hold the other end of the board. Next, I router the groove on the insides of the edge boards. This is where the center panel will slide into. Again, I make about 3 passes to the final depth for a nice clean finish. Now we are at the assembly step. I glue all of the corners and the groove. Once I get it all put together here, then I'll slowly tighten the band clamp down. Every time that I adjust it a little bit, I like to make sure that it's square by using a measuring tape at each corner. Once I unclamp them, after they've dried, this is how they look. After tons of sanding, using both a random orbital sander and by hand, I am on the home stretch. I'll be priming these doors for paint, but I honestly do think that these doors could be stained grid. The last step before installing is drilling the holes for the hinges using this jig, and then installing the hinges. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this, please consider liking and subscribing. Thanks.